Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about. Wait a moment. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about curiosity, and not curiosity as a concept, but how curiosity manifests in me. I have noticed this comes because I was yesterday I went out with a friend to some kind of classic cars convention or something like this, and in this classic car convention or whatever, we we met some friend of my friend, and he was the one who gave him the info about the why the classic cars were there and all that. So we went there, right? And yeah, so basically yesterday I was kind of hanging out with some new guy, friend of a friend, and it was interesting. I thought that yo, I still need to prepare a bit for uni tomorrow. I have a test, so I'll need to write some stuff down still. Damn, good luck. Hope you pass. You have few subjects, right? So this must be one of the few subjects you have. So yeah, good luck. Today I also have to quit I don't have to quit kind of early, but I have things to do today. My parents are not home, and so I have to go get groceries and all that. So I will actually, thank you for reminding me because I have to ask my brother. I have to ask if I want to get something. Thanks, I think it will be fine, but I'm not still nervous like always. Yeah. Hope it goes well. What is the subject? Something about computers, I guess. Okay, compro algo o lo pillas tú. Movidas para esto. Okay. Web dev, so website design and stuff. Interesting. An exam of that. I guess about the theory, right, of it. You don't have to make a website for the exam. I'm not bad at it, so I'm not too worried, but the things she asks are just so useless to know. Sad. What was I saying? What are 3 ways to declare a function in JS? Just Google it, lol. It's not something you need to know 24/7. True. There are the arrow functions. You can just declare with like function space thing, and what's the other way? when you make a constant a function, is that that's an arrow function, or is that separate? I could actually Google that, as you said. Let's see. Ways to declare a function in JavaScript. Declaring a function. Function, my function p1 return. Function used as variables. Let x equals to Celsius. Local variables. No. Okay, 6 ways. Function declaration, function, blah, 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 is parentheses. Let's see. 2, function expression, shorthand method. Okay, function expression is const count equals function something. Creates a function object that can be used in several situations. Okay. Shorthand method, const collection, blah, blah, blah. Object literals. Add and get, that's for creating methods. Okay. And then arrow functions. Okay, then there is generator functions. Jesus. Function asterisk index generator, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know that. And new function. Using the constructor. Lol. Yes, and the third one was just naming a new constant and then declaring the function instantly. Yes. It's once with the arrow and once with function. Okay. I guess it's interesting, somewhat interesting, but yeah, it's pretty useless. You just Google it and you see. Okay, what was I saying? Curiosity. I was talking about curiosity. And yeah, basically that's the thing. The anecdote was that I went to hang out with a friend. Okay, first let's say actually the first thing. Let's go straight to the point. I think that I'm curious, right? But after the fact. So while in the moment, it's hard for me to be curious about things. I'm a bit dumb when it comes to technical terms. That's what worries me. I'm not too bad at it, but yeah, sometimes I forget. I was never taught about technical terms, basically. In math, for example, there are a lot of technical terms that I didn't know. But, well, not technical terms, I guess. More like, not the important concepts, but like stupid things, right? So, for example, Gauss's method for solving equations, I didn't know what it was, right? I just did the equations. I just solved the system of equations in the quickest way possible without necessarily using a method, right? I just solved it. And that's how I was taught. So, for example, I still don't really know what the Gauss method is for solving equations. I know that is the example. Something like that. Okay, back to curiosity. Okay, actually, I'm going to record the video. Some reflections on my own sense of curiosity. So, first I'm going to just say the reflection, first of all, because sometimes I say the context first, but today I'm saying the thing. So, yeah, basically, the first reflection that I have is that I think that I'm curious, right? I usually define myself as someone who is curious, but how it shows up in reality, maybe doesn't match with that because I am curious, but after the fact, after things happen, I'm curious about why they happened. And after I find out about something, I stop, some time passes, and then I start thinking about it, and then I become curious about why certain things are the way they are, or who is related to what, those kind of things, right? But while things are happening, so for example, while things are happening, I usually don't have the words to ask to people about their lives, right? This is mainly applied in social situations, or something like this, right? So the example that I wanted to use to explain this was that yesterday, for example, I went to some kind of classic car convention, not really a convention, but some kind of classic car get together because a friend of a friend had told him that existed, right? So I went with him and we met the guy, right? And the guy was this kind of super talkative guy who was talking all the time. Not sure if it is the kind of person who is uncomfortable with silence, but I don't know. I didn't like ask many things, and he just kept talking and talking and talking. And I thought it was interesting. And I got curious about many things of the things that he said, right? But in the moment, I didn't really ask back any questions, right? So maybe he felt like he was talking to a wall. Right? My friend also, I was with my friend, so it wasn't like exactly like that, but I didn't intervene much. So I think part of it was the vibe, because the things that he was saying in some cases were not very conducive to asking back things. But there were some other things that maybe that could have easily been, I don't know, where you could have pulled the thread and found out some interesting information, and I didn't do that. But after the fact, after some time had passed, I did start thinking about what this guy's deal was, and what all the stuff that he does is, and who the friends, and all of the little anecdotes that happened. Right? For example, we got into his car and went to some bar, and while in the car, there was some other like a high-end car, a Porsche 911, one of the new ones, the 992, was there, like stopped by the police, and he took a picture and said that is my friend, right? So I don't know, strange things like that. And he sent that picture to his own friend, and then he, after we arrived to the bar or whatever, he showed us the texts, or like his friend is laughing back at whatever, right? And I did ask, I'm not sure if I did ask a lot of things or a small thing, but yeah, I don't know. He didn't seem super comfortable, but the way people who are very talkative don't seem comfortable is usually by saying things and by kind of, I don't know, like subtly telling you to leave, right? So he was saying things like, don't feel obligated to come, or something like this, right? I'm going there, I'm going over there, right? So it's kind of, he's moving a lot to give a lot of opportunities for you to go, right? And we did end up leaving, but that's the vibe that I got, right? And I feel like maybe if I had been more curious, right? And I define myself as curious, right? So it's like, it's my own failing in that sense. I feel like I could have, I don't know, maybe the vibe could have been a little bit different, or maybe it would have been a bit more of a fun hangout or whatever. So yeah, that's something I wanted to reflect on, right? That I think I am curious about things, but after the fact, after they have happened, I do analyze, I do try to think about the things that he told. I wonder about what the origin of that friendship with the guy, what does he know this guy for, or how did he find out about the classic car convention in the first place? Some of the other anecdotes that he told about, I don't know, those things. So I'm not particularly, I don't know, sad about it, because I don't feel like he and I are like people who vibe a lot based on the things that he said, because he said a lot of things. But yeah, I think it's something to keep in mind, I guess. Yeah, don't want to distract you, so I would remember the method, but not what it's called. Yeah, I don't want to distract you, so go for the curiosity topic. If someone doesn't want me to come to something, I need them to tell me. I am bad at reading between the lines, and if you just tell me, I won't be mad or something. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think I'm more normal in that sense, right? I do get mad if you kick me out. I get mad all right. I don't know. I get mad. Not super mad, right? But I do notice both, right? If you kick me out, like blatantly, I get mad, right? Well, it depends, right? It depends on the excuse, right? If the excuse is sound, it depends on the reason. If the reason is sound, I respect that and I prefer directness. But usually the reason is not sound, right? Usually the reason is like some lame excuse. In those cases, I get mad if they give me a lame excuse, right? If you give me a lame excuse, I get mad. If you tell me outright something that will hurt me, then I will get mad, obviously, right? I don't know. I just don't care enough, I guess. Lol. Yeah, I don't know. I do care about things, right? If someone, if for example, he was like, you are awkward, right? I don't like hanging out with you. I would have been hurt, right? So I'm not sure which scenario is worse. The first, where there is the plausible deniability, right? Because maybe my other friend, he has Asperger. He literally had Asperger's or something. So maybe he literally doesn't notice and invites me again to hang out with this same dude, right? That would be awkward because I don't know if he kicked me out or if he didn't kick me out, right? There is this kind of looming sense of uncertainty. But if he had been direct, I would have been hurt today, probably, right? I would be like, whoa, why did he, why was he so blunt or something like that? What compelled him to be so direct about this? It's like, is he like that? Or was I just that annoying or something like that, right? That's, I guess, my feeling. And I think that's basically all of what I wanted to say about curiosity, I guess. Was I just that annoying? If you were, he should have said so earlier. IMO. Yeah, I don't know. If someone is annoying to you, are you like, you are annoying? I don't want to hang out with you anymore. Right? I don't know. If you are, that's funny, but yes, pretty much. Nice. Guess I'm not annoying. That annoying, I guess. Oh. I forget about Germany because in Germany I didn't actually meet a lot of Germans. So I don't know. I was going to say something like that's such a German thing to say, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't actually know a lot of Germans. I guess there is this stereotype, right, of Germans being direct, but not sure. I would be like, that's annoying. Can you stop? Or just tell them that I don't like what they are saying. Yeah, if someone is quiet though, if someone doesn't say anything, would you tell them, you are too quiet, tell me something? I have friends that actually say that, right? I do have one girlfriend, separate, that usually says to me things like that, right? You are being too quiet, say something, or something like that. I think it's funny. We now barely hang out anymore, right? So maybe, I don't know. I think it's fine if someone is quiet. I am myself more often than you would think. I don't know. Actually, I think that people who say things in chat, I don't know, this is just anecdote. I think I'm going to actually record this again. Okay, I'm going to finish the other video. So that's really the thought about curiosity. Actually, it's just one reflection about curiosity. But yeah, hope you found that interesting. I have way more videos if you want to check something out. I will leave some curiosity related video over here. And yeah, bye. Okay. Now the one that I was going to record is that, yeah, what you said is related to what you said, right? I was thinking about this the other day, right? The other day I was hanging out with a friend, and this friend of mine, in person, he is very like, you could say the center of the group, right? He talks, he is very communicative or whatever. He's always bringing up topics, things like that, right? Kind of like the other person that I met, who is some always talking. This friend of mine is not that exaggerated, but he talks a lot. He's extroverted, something like that, right? He has a lot of anecdotes to tell, that kind of thing. He's very charismatic, basically. And he was talking, and he also watches a lot of Twitch, I guess. And he said something like, yeah, that he on Twitch, he doesn't talk, right? So I thought it was funny, right? It's funny that the guy who in real life is very talkative, very chatty, he is always like making friends with everyone. Right? That's the thing, right? The guy from yesterday also was basically friends with everyone. We went to some bar and he knew some people there, right? He was going with the car and took a picture because that was his friend, right? So basically he knew everyone. My friend is maybe less radically like that. He's maybe a bit more introverted in that sense, or a bit less known by everyone, but he is also, I guess, known by everyone, and he quickly becomes friends with everyone and all that. But on Twitch he doesn't write in the chat, and I am the opposite, right? I am the opposite. In real life I'm very quiet, right? I'm quiet usually, but then I have my stream where I'm talking all the time. I think I'm a stream. I'm also quiet. In many streams of mine are me basically being quiet, but yeah, I have my moments of talking. And also on the internet, I post all the time. On Twitter, I've tweeted like more than 200,000 times, something like that. I've written more than 100,000 words on YouTube comments. I've been posting on 9gag, for example, Cuánto Cabrón, like Spanish meme pages. I wasn't just reading the meme pages, right? I was posting memes in there. And always writing comments in the comment section, desmotivaciones, then Cuánto Cabrón, then Cuánto Razón, all of those meme pages. Then in English, I learned English basically because of that, right? Writing two comments. I probably have, I don't know, I have over 100,000 karma on Reddit because of, basically talking about things, posting things, and replying to things. I don't talk much and I don't write in chat except this, I guess. That's interesting. The video that I was going to record was something like, the people who are talkative in real life are quiet in chat, but but if you are the exception, maybe you are the exception, right? Hello to the second person, by the way. I don't know when I'm going to quit stream, to be honest. I because today I don't have to buy those things. But because my parents aren't at home, I wouldn't mind, for example, making today one of the long streams. But yeah, actually I can't today. Fuck. Maybe I will open stream again at night or something like that. Who knows? Maybe just I will open stream just to publish these videos. The video that I am going to record now, and the one that I have recorded. Well, for me the chat is very much the exception. I guess I don't value what I say. Might be. Do you say I? What I say? I don't really know. In the chat, in the what was the game called? Rimworld. In that Rimworld stream you watched, you also said things, right? You can remove the heart now. I think I could turn reactions off by 3 dots of chat. For real? Oh, true. Lol. That's easy. I did write in the Rimworld chat stream, but that was a one-off. He was new to the game, so I thought I'd help out a bit. Maybe one day I will play. Do you know Factorio? I want to play Factorio for some reason. Because people say, now that I have a job, that I will have a job, maybe not, because they haven't called me yet. But if I get a job, I won't. But if I don't, fuck it, let's play Factorio. I was playing Satisfactory, and I liked that. But I think Factorio is like more, I don't know, more focused. Yeah, but I never played it at all. We can learn together, I guess. A few friends of mine like it a lot. Yeah, I've heard things about it, and also I've seen, for example, let's see this tweet. Now I'm going to become transparent because both my shirt and my cardigan are green. Okay, I'm not that transparent. Why is the lighting so strange? Maybe like that. Floating head ink. One day I should get one of those cat suits that are like all green. That would be funny. I want to get also another sheet for like my chair, so that my chair is also transparent. I think that would be good. Factorio. Yeah, Jane Street made a mobile game, and Jane Street is this kind of trading firm. I'm not sure if you know it. I'm not sure exactly what it does, to be honest, but I think it's basically a trading firm, but one of those kind of HFT, high frequency trading firms, quant traders. So yeah, they hire very talented people usually, right? And they make one game. Yeah, and this guy basically talks about how it would be funny if companies reskin Factorio for like their own company, right? So imagine, I don't know, SAP, right? SAP is probably Factorio with some extra things, right? So if you are good at Factorio and you reskin, like you are SAP and you reskin Factorio to, instead of say whatever Factorio does, like I don't know, factories, I guess, right? So instead of saying copper and iron factories and those processes, you say whatever SAP does. I don't know, client acquisition numbers and something like that. It's like basically the same, right? Doing like numbers. So yeah, I thought it was funny, this tweet. It'd be interesting to see what if companies hire. I don't know. You go to Factorio leaderboards. I assume there are some. You go to there and a company is like, they message you and are like, hey, we want you to to run our whatever division. I don't want to do the discussion. Okay, I'm going to record the thing. Okay, back to the thing. What was I going to say? I'm not sure why I'm making this a YouTube video, to be honest. I could just write it as a tweet, right? Something like something. Fuck it. I've thought about is how. Okay, let's do something like this. I actually think I know people in all quadrants. Talkative IRL, talkative, sorry, not talkative online. Someone talkative IRL, what would you say? Charismatic. I don't know. Someone who is very extrovert and introvert. Yeah, something like that. Extrovert, introvert. I think not really, because there are like some people say this kind of thing about like extroverts are people who get energy. So even though I am talkative, I am an introvert because I am talkative, but I get drained energy. I don't know. There is some people who are like that. So I don't know. To me, this works, right? I understand this perfectly, but some people have argue against it. Let's put something like charisma maxers, cha maxers. I'm this. I'm going to put it in green because they touch grass. Maxers, grass touchers. Red, green, blue. Let's say something like orange or something like that. Maybe pink. Pink, fuck it. I don't know how to call this quadrant. Someone shy online and shy in real life. Let's put a question mark. Question mark. No, I don't know. There is something. Lurker, something like that. Lurker. And I am bottom left, but the only one that doesn't know that is you. Lol. I'm not that shy as when I was younger, but it's still there, to be honest. And except for this chat, I very much lurk. Okay. Okay, it was better as a. Fuck it, let's make it a video. I want to make a video about it. Perfil. Ooh, you can see the chart on my chest. As my brother replied, no. I don't know how to start the video. I don't know what title to give it, right? Being talkative IRL versus 9. Fuck it, let's go with that. I'm bad at coming up with titles, to be honest. None of my titles have been bangers. I guess I'm kind of sad about that, right? That no one gives a fuck about my titles, but one day. I don't want to change for the meta. I want the meta to change towards what I am. That is my. Make it really vague, like. I had a thought. Now, I don't want it to be that vague, right? I want the title to kind of be about what it is. Like, I don't mind vague titles for the stream, for example. The title of reflecting on my sense of curiosity. Actually, that one is not that vague, to be honest. But yeah, for example, leaving it with reflecting. But yeah, for a video, I prefer that the title says something, right? That it doesn't reveal what the conclusions are, but that it sets the frame. Right? And the frame is something like. I don't know, but I like the vague title though, but not for this kind of video. Maybe for another type of video. If I get a job, I may do those kind of videos with vague titles because I will record in my car probably. So yeah, those in the car videos gain with this kind of aura of mystery. I think me in front of the computer, I don't know, maybe a little bit less. Actually, I like the I had a thought video, the title. Okay, fuck it. I got distracted. I was thinking of later of what I'm going to wear because I don't know if this cardigan is enough to cover my cold and not my cold my coldness. I don't know. It's cold outside. It's not that cold outside, but it's windy and it seems like it's going to rain. But I don't have a lot of clothes that are I don't know, hard to explain. Anyways, what did I say? Not the I had a thought thing, the other one. The problem with the I had a thought one is that it is a very mimetic title, right? It is something that stays. I had a thought about, but maybe the about something it makes it too long and uninteresting. I had a thought about being versus no. Fuck it, let's go with being talkative IRL versus online. Being talkative in real life versus online. So, as you can read above my head, I've thought about how some people are lurkers online, but super talkative IRL, and some people are the opposite, right? I am the opposite. I am very talkative online. I make a lot of videos. You can see my channel is full of videos and full of random nonsense. I have been posting online in different sites all over the internet. Like my digital footprint is probably so big that it's impossible to calculate or whatever, right? It's probably possible to calculate, but it's a big number. But I have a friend, for example, who is the opposite, who is someone who is very charismatic in real life, who who is basically can bring a lot of energy toward himself and can become the center of attention very quickly in real life. But online, for example, he watches a lot of Twitch, he watches YouTube and all that, but he never leaves he barely comments on videos. He doesn't write things on Twitch chat, for example, and he watches a lot of Twitch, those kind of things. And he says it himself, right? He says, I don't like writing on Twitch, for example. Those kind of things. I prefer lurking. He doesn't say lurking because we are in Spain, but yeah. Okay. And maybe you saw this chart on my chest because it's green, so it's transparent now. But yeah, I made a chart charting all of the possible, kind of the 4 quadrants in this 2x2 matrix that you can see when you plot those two axes against each other, right? So talkative IRL, this is the IRL axis, and this is the online axis. So in the IRL axis, you have talkative and shy, so extroverts and introverts in the clan. I don't know. Wait, I'm paused. Fuck. Wait, when did I pause? Did I say? Fuck it, let's record everything again. Being talkative online versus in real life. So, as you can see above my head, you can see how something I've thought about is about how some people are lurkers online, but super talkative in real life, and some people are the opposite. And I think I know people in quadrant. Well, fuck. Sorry. I'm not going to read the quadrants thing. Being talkative online versus in real life. So, something I've thought about is how some people are lurkers online and super talkative in real life, and some people are the opposite. I, for example, am the opposite. I am someone who is not very talkative online. In real life, I'm pretty quiet, pretty shy. People tell me, at least. And on the contrary, I am very talkative online. I make a lot of videos. You can see that my channel is full of videos. My online footprint is super big. I have posted for years since I was a little kid in forums, on Reddit, on 9gag, on Spanish meme sites, several of them. Always not just reading the sites, but posting in them, writing comments, those kind of things. Writing a lot of YouTube comments as well as posting videos, those kind of things. And on the contrary, a friend of mine who is the opposite of me, who is very, I don't know, you could say talkative, who is very charismatic, he is very quiet in online. So, for example, he doesn't have a big online presence. He barely has like an Instagram, and he has the accounts, but he lurks, right? He doesn't post anything, and he, for example, watches out of Twitch, but he doesn't write in chat. And I asked him something like, "Oh, why don't you write in chat?" And he's like, "I'm more of a person who like just to watch," or something like that, right? And I wanted to compare those kind of things. So you may have seen this chart behind my shirt because it's green, but yeah, I plotted these kind of two ways of being. So being talkative versus shy in real life, and being talkative versus shy online. The extrovert-introvert axis, like the common sense definitions, not the energetic definitions that some people have. Like the common sense, you are an extrovert if you around people are like shining or whatever, and you are an introvert if you around people are like quiet or whatever, right? You are more introverted. I know that those are some definitions that people disagree with, but the point is that everyone understands what this means, right? And the lurker versus poster, the axis versus in online. I called it shy, kind of to make it a parallel, but yeah, I don't know. It's not necessarily shy, right? Lurking is just lurking, right? Versus posting is just posting. And I had these 4 quadrants. So I am opposite to my friend in this sense, right? I am this kind of person. Let's start with me, right? I am a poster, so I am talkative online, but I am an introvert, you could say, or shy in real life or whatever, right? So I am the disappointing guy at the online people meetup. That's the title of the category. I'm this. So this is kind of the person who online, for example, if you watch a lot of videos of mine, you may be like, "Wow, this guy talks so much. He has so many things to say, blah blah." But then, when you meet me in real life, I don't have anything to say, right? So that is kind of me. Then my friend is the opposite, right? My friend is someone you don't even know exists online, basically, but in real life, he is kind of IRL maxing. In real life, he is full of life, and he has a lot of anecdotes to tell, all of those things, right? So he's IRL maxing. He's a grass toucher. And then there are some other quadrant, like there are some gaps left by this opposition that you can see in people who are both talkative in real life and who are talkative online, aka the posters and extroverts. And this, I know people, in the tweet I say, I think I know people in all quadrants. I don't mean in real life. I mean more in real life. I could point to some people, maybe for example, some girls that I know are, I guess, like this on Instagram, for example, right? They post a lot of Instagram posts, and they are kind of not influencers like that, but somewhat like that. And they are also very extroverted in real life. but I was thinking more of some kind of guru type figure, right? Those people who are very charismatic in real life as well, right? Gary Vee, for example. Gary Vee is very charismatic in real life, and everyone who meets him is like, whoa, Gary is so cool, blah, blah, blah. And he's also posting all the fucking time online, a lot of the time, right? So, yeah, basically, Gary is kind of this charisma maxer, right? Cha, as in the three-letter strength, I don't know. Those kind of categories from role-playing games or whatever. And the contrary side to that is the people who are shy online and people who are introverts in real life. And I have a friend who on my tweet, well, not my Twitch chat, on my YouTube live stream chat, who is like that. And I think I know some people who are like this also in real life. And yeah, I called the category lurker because I didn't find anything that was respectful and accurate, but I don't know. I think this is a category that has a lot of people, like a lot of kinds of people. Interesting, right? There is like the archetype, I don't know, maybe some kind of incel or something like that, who is super introverted and who doesn't even dare to write something. But there are some people who are just quiet and who are like observing the world, and maybe they write things for themselves, right? I think my dad, for example, is a bit like this. My dad doesn't have a lot of friends in real life, and he also doesn't have a lot of a big online presence, but he writes a lot for himself, right? That's what he does. He likes writing and he likes reading. So yeah, I thought of calling this consumer, but I thought that people write as well, right? People also can produce, not necessarily to distribute, but just for themselves or for their own sake or for hobbies' sake. So yeah, I don't know. I called it more like lurker. And those are all the categories that I thought. This is what I want to say in this video. That's a good question. I didn't notice I was writing stuff down for uni. Sorry. I forgot what that was about. I think it was just before. Oh, it was when I was. Well, I didn't know if I was. What had I recorded, right? I like how it's all handed down. So yeah, feel free to, if you liked this video, feel free to check the tweet. It has some interesting replies. So yeah, feel free to watch that, to read the tweet. I won't link to any of my videos. You can just go read the tweet. Bye. 4.0 easy, lol. What's that? Is that passing? Is that the biggest note? I forget. No, in Germany, 1.0 is the biggest note, right? Now I'm a bit curious. 1.6 and 4.0 is barely passing. Let's go. I'd like to know if you can actually read my rating. Is it in English? Jesus Christ. Java object oriented interpreted functional Datentypen number string boolean big int undefined null symbol var let const function my function const name equal function arrow function www 5535 get post put delete js object. Your writing reminds me a lot of my friend's writing who is in Germany, right? My friend who went to Germany, he's always had this writing, this handwriting, and it looks just like this. I swear to God, it's not just that it's German. Let me see if I can show you. Until the URI stuff, it's just the small test thing with the 3 ways to declare a function and stuff. Just the answers for those if she asks again. Ah, see? Look. Do you see this? It looks so similar. Vrijzoekte. Urlaubs. These are the days that he has for vacation. Oops, I showed his name. Fuck. It's so similar. I would have guessed. See, it's very similar. And he had these. He also studied some kind of logistics thing, so it reminded me of his logistics thing. Okay, I think I'm going to cut stream, and I'm going to buy things. Good luck in your exam tomorrow. Hope it goes well. My handwriting is so bad that I was allowed to write some of the text on my laptop. What did I want to name this? Charisma, no? Being talkative online versus IRL matrix. Simple. There are Super Pepe. Lol. What was that? Oh yeah, the Borg. Patagonia, rocking Patagonia. And the classic haircut. Zoomer. Do you have that saved? I don't have saved. I made it. It's a Photoshop file. Well, maybe Photoshop doesn't open. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck Photoshop doesn't open anymore. But yeah, it's a Photoshop file that I made. Let me see if I can find it. Zoomer from Coscorro Drift before 25 2023 05 25 26 after I think it was like that 2023 05 24. Mayo desde el 24 hasta el 26 año 2023. Buscar fotos y vídeos. If I didn't post on Twitter, then I don't know where I posted it. It's until since. Let's say 27. Wait, what? Why are there only 5? Look at me tweeting in German. Hat Faxe gesprochen, aber I don't even know what I said. The absolute state of the German language. Oh, he has spoken facts. Maybe it was this. I don't know. Why are all these accounts deleting things? I tweet so much in just 2 days. Ah, look, here. It was a reply to this. Honestly, GG Theory and Teapot give me hope. Okay, it's with the cup, and instead of being a wine cup, it's a Borg cup. Because Zoomers like drink this kind of Borg thing. It's just some kind of weird liquor. It did sound like something a German would write, at least of generation. Yeah, I think I gave it that aber at the end to make it sound a little bit more hip. I don't know. I felt like that was something that people would say. Okay, now I am closing stream. Goodbye. Good luck tomorrow. Gambatte. How do you say that in German? Viel Glück. Maybe, something like that. Viel Glück. Viel Glück. Glück. Du wirst es brauchen. Wow, Bro. How is it the opposite? Like you won't need it. Du wirst nicht es brauchen. Much. No, not no tea.